Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammadan Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Madad ya Sayyidi ya Sultan al-Awliya Ma Shaykh Abdul Faiz al-Dagestani. Madad ya Sayyidi ya Sultan al-Awliya Ma Shaykh Muhammad Nazim Haqqani. Madad ya Sayyidi ya Mawlana Shaykh Hisham Qabbani unzur halana wa ishfa'lana wa abiduna bi madadakum wa nazarikum. Inshallah when we go out there's always a reminder, and when you travel around there's always a reminder for ourselves that the tariqah comes and teaches to carry the best of character, and that character has the best of discipline. And one important discipline that is very important for our life, and one of the most important disciplines of our life, is to keep yourself always in a state of wudu. Because I'm always astonished when we go out, as soon as they call the azan everybody washing and running for bathrooms. And the way of the rijal, the way of Sayyidina Muhammad is that to keep oneself always in a state of wudu. If you are making wudu upon wudu for the sake of barakah and blessings, alhamdulillah, that's from azimat. But most likely it's from a state in which people are running that they don't keep themselves in wudu, and only the understanding of his wudu is only for salah. Means your majlis of zikr, majlis of mahfils, only when they call the azan everybody running to go wash. It's tariq al-adab, and for us it's completely forbidden, and the source of all difficulty, the source of all sickness, the source of rizq and sustenance, everything to be cut is when the servant is unable to keep themselves in a state of ritual purity. That our life is based on that understanding. Later in your life you'll depend upon that if you begin to feel energy, because we have to believe that this is like a light in the heart, and Allah begin to deposit these lights, and every shaitan and every bad energy that is surrounding is trying to attack that light. So just on an energy understanding that as soon as you carry a positive charge, the negative charge is going to be moving towards you. And what Prophet brought for us as a protection against that negativity is a state of wudu. And the power of your ghusl, your shower with all of its adabs, we said before in the other talks on energy, is that not to urinate into the shower. The shower has to be a ritual purity, has to be a state of ghusl, like you've passed away and you're going to be washed and presented to Allah. Means you keep the adab of the shower, then throughout the day is to keep yourself in a ritual state of purity. As soon as you negate the wudu, and we don't have to go into all of the ways to negate, those are pretty obvious for anyone who studies a little bit on YouTube, that if you urinate, defecate or pass things through your bodily orifices, you gotta wash. And don't postpone that wash, and keep yourself instantly in a state of wudu. That I don't understand the concept where people can use the facilities and then go out throughout their day, and the concept of wudu is only at the time of salah, azan goes off you wash. Our way is you have to be washed at all times. As soon as you lose your wudu by using the facility, enter back into a state of wudu, means go wash, come out, make your 2 rakah salatul wudu, and you begin to seal the body. As you seal the body, that is your defense against every difficulty. And the reverse is that when your being is like a kingdom in which Allah wants to deposit lights, wants to deposit blessings, and shayateen and negative energy want to destroy that kingdom. They want to attack you, hit you, harm you and make everything to be dropped from you. So like the Lord of the Rings, these orcs, these demons are always trying to break through your wall, trying to break and penetrate. So it means that by keeping yourself in a state of wudu, you washed, you cleansed, you now have a shield of protection around you. That shield of protection, it keeps away all that negativity. Means then especially for the Milad al-Nabi it's important to reiterate and to ask people that are coming that keep yourself in wudu. At any time that you lose your wudu, you immediately go wash, again keep yourself in that state. That is your state of protection, that is a state in which one must enter into all of these associations because of the rohaniyat and because of the heavenly lights, that you want to be able to receive those lights, be dressed by those lights, blessed by those lights. Those lights don't come into dirtiness. As soon as the servant enters into a state of dirtiness where they are not clean, then it creates a conflict within that energy field. So it means then the concept of ritual purity and ritual washing is very important for us, very important in its energy and the receiving of energy. Now when negative energy attacks, it begins to create a difficulty in everything we do in our lives. It means that if we go about our life without washing, it means you go to the restroom, you go back to work, as soon as you touch that computer you have no protection. So everything from that device is coming, everything from the floor is coming, everything from the surrounding people, all that negativity is being dressed upon that servant, and that leads to all sickness, that leads to all types of difficulties and negativities. Because now you're an energy field in which a tremendous negative charge is entering into the body and trying to create a conflict. So it means dis-ease, the sickness and the reality of sickness is when negative energy is able to penetrate that field and enter into the body and begin to disrupt everything in life. The excess amount of negative energy is going to again influence the rizq and the sustenance of the servant, because again that barakah, that light is being blocked, and as a result all sorts of negativities come and they push away the rahmah of Allah. So it means everything that Prophet brought for us has a tremendous reality. The ahlul haqqaiq and our beloved shaykhs, they keep such a azima and such a reverence and respect for Prophet, that whatever Prophet brought for us we try our best to adhere to that and to keep that way and that reality, to be dressed by that light, be blessed by that light. And later in our lives we would come to understand how it protects us. That's why the wajib al-taqleed is to follow the kamil shaykhs. By following them you don't have to ask any questions. If you would have followed them you would have understood that, you would have seen how they're always washed, how they pray, how they interact with people as a result of living your life by copying them, not by thinking. Thinking is blocking every door, is by copying them, copy until you understand. As soon as you copy them you'll be dressed by those realities later in life, they inspire within your heart. Oh, that's why I've been washing all the time, because it's a protection. It keeps away sickness, keeps away difficulty, it safeguards my rizq, because the rizq and sustenance coming to you is because of Allah's rida and satisfaction. When that light and these blessings are dressing the soul, Allah's happy with that soul like an adornment, like a dress, like heavenly medallions. As a result of Allah's rida and satisfaction, these fires and these blessings begin to dress the soul. Which one is the rizq, is the sustenance for the soul, and once the soul receives its sustenance the rizq for the body is following. So first the sustenance comes upon the soul. If not written upon the soul, doesn't matter what the body is trying to do, where it's trying to go, how it's trying to conquer the world, nothing opens. The opening comes from the soul. So by the soul understanding, the soul practices, the zikr, the wudu, all of the mafil, the salawats on Prophet, all of the fard, all the prayers, all of that is bringing the sustenance upon the soul. When the soul is sustained and the rizq is flowing through the soul, it overflows onto the body, and everything that the body is in need from Allah becomes attained and dressed upon that being. Means then everything is in the secret of that wudu, keeping that wudu, keeping the ihtiram of the wudu, so that we are protected. As days of negativity increase and increase and increase, it becomes even more important. For people who are working and surrounded by negative energies, even more important. Can you imagine that you lose your wudu and you're just interacting? How much difficulty comes to you, and it becomes like for you to understand, because you can't put everything into words. is that you have a shield of protection. And the shayateen, that when you have wudu, the shaitans they can't approach because of that light. As soon as the shield drops, you're fair game. And they are firing arrows that you can't imagine. Those can affect the person in ways that they can't imagine, can affect their entire shield of protection can be dropped because of that reality. So it means later in our lives when you become sensitive and lateef, you feel the energy, that you feel that, oh, an attack is coming, things are moving towards you, so that you keep that wudu as a means of safety for your life. But until you feel that, it's important to understand that and for us to keep that practice. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wa hurmati Muhammadan Mustafa wa bisiri suratil
Sidana Nabi, Sidana Nabi, Sidana Nabi, Sidana Nabi.